Hello, dearies! Today I'd like to try something a bit different. Rather than explain the process of making my art, I was hoping to share a bit of my thoughts with you. More specifically, I wanted to open a discussion about old friendships. My birthday recently passed, and throughout my birthday month, I constantly thought about the old friends I used to cherish so closely to my heart, but now rarely talk to. The topic today is about Lily. To give you all a face, this is Lily. For Lily's privacy and the privacy of others I'll be talking about in the future, I'll be using names from my novel inspired by my life. For now, it's unpublished, but maybe someday you guys will get to read it. Now, you may be wondering, how does this topic relate to the artwork before you? Well, dearies, let me tell you. Artie the artichoke, the girl I'm painting, was named by Lily at a time when we were no longer as close to each other as we once were. Every time I look at Artie, I am reminded of both the old friendship I had with Lily and the friendship that I have with her today. I met Lily when I leveled up from 5th grade to 6th. She was one of the few who were instantly friendly with me. This was important because I moved from a regular grade school to a K through 8. I was essentially getting to know people who'd known of each other since their toddler days. As if changing schools weren't tough enough, right? Thankfully, there was Lily. She was a social butterfly, and in turn, I was able to meet multiple personalities through her. Our friendship, from the point of view of others, looked peachy keen. To me, it wasn't always a path of flowers. I was often quietly jealous of her smarts, friendliness, and eagerness about most everything. She was a ball of energy, and I wasn't that. Throughout the years, moving up from 8th to 9th, we stuck around each other. By senior year, I felt quite comfortable calling her my best friend. This was tough for me. I hadn't had that long of a friendship with someone. I either moved homes or schools. Friendship only lasted as long as school was in session. With Lily, suddenly that wasn't an issue. We graduated high school together, and for the most part, I thought we'd graduate college together too. But as we all know, life happens. I ended up postponing school, changed from a university to a private school geared towards art, and then eventually dropping out. That in itself is its own story, which I'll get to in another time. Going back to Lily, she stayed in the university and found great success, like I thought she'd always reach, in finishing school. She was always the better student, something I'd been jealous about as a child. In between having moved schools and Lily focusing more and more into her studies and finding a wider world to fit in, we lost track of each other. If it weren't for Instagram or Facebook, I wouldn't know much about Lily, and vice versa. It's regretful to have a friendship fizzle out because of distance or time. We still have a lot of things in common. We most likely could pick up where we left off whenever we see each other, but it seldom happens. I'd like to blame my introvertness for my inability to have the time to hang out with old friends like Lily. In some degree, it plays a part. But mostly, I get scared just wondering if friendships can really last. One of my goals this year is to be able to carve out time for old friends. I'd like to rekindle what used to be there and still are, but just buried under a pile of dust. What about you, dearies? Do you have a Lily you'd like to get to know again? Tell me about it down below in the comments. I'd like to hear about your important friends. That's all I have to say on this topic for this time. I'll let you guys continue watching me painting Artie. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that thumbs up. Bye!